Welcome, my friends, to a new episode of CELTA Insider. And in this episode, we're going to talk about time, tense, and aspect. So let me start with this question. How many tenses do we have in English language? And I asked this question to so many English language teachers, and some people said 12, some people said 18, some people said 24, and some people said 3, but hardly did anyone say 2, which is, surprise, surprise, the correct answer. Because in English language, we have only 2 tenses. Now, someone might say, Shadi, and what are they? I would say present and past. And here comes the natural question. Why future is not a tense? Now, in order to answer this question, we need first to talk about what we mean by the word tense and what the word tense refers to. Now, the word tense, my friends, refers to the change in the verb form, to the conjugation that happens to the verb form. So if the verb form is conjugated, then we can call that a tense. So think about the present. When we say, he is good. Now the verb form is. But if we want to make it past, it will be, he was good. So these are 2 different verb forms. Think about go as a verb. In the present, you can say she goes. So the verb is conjugated to go with she. And in the past, it's she went. So again, the verb is conjugated one more time for the past. Now that's why we say there is a present tense and a past tense. But this process doesn't happen with a future. Think about it. In the future, you say, what? You say, he will go. Or he is going to go. Or he is about to go. Or he may go. Or he shall go. Nothing happens to the verb. The verb is not conjugated in the future. And this is why future is not a tense. So only 2 tenses in English language. Present and past. Why? Because the word tense refers to the change in the verb form, which is something that doesn't happen with the future. Now let's talk about aspects. We have 2 aspects in English language. And first, let's define what an aspect is. An aspect refers to how you see the verb. Do you see it as progressive, continuing, evolving, developing, or you see it as finished or complete? And we have only 2 aspects in English language, and they are connected to the 2 participles that we have in English language. So we have 2 participles. Present participle, the verb plus ing, and past participle, which is the 3rd form of the verb. Okay? So, the perfect aspect in English language is related to the 3rd form of the verb. And the continuous or progressive aspect in English language is related to present participle. For example, when I say, he goes to school, now the tense is present. Do we have an aspect? No, we don't have an aspect. How do you know? We don't have any participle in a sentence. But when you say, he is going to school, the tense is present because of is. as present. And going as present participle. So that's the continuous aspect, the progressive aspect, which means that when we say he is going to school, we see the verb as continuous, developing, progressing, evolving, unfolding. When you say he's gone to school, now the tense is present. Why has? That's present. And gone, that's the third form of the verb. That's past participle. That's the perfect aspect, which means that we see this action as complete, finished. So two tenses in English language, present and past, because as we said that the word tense refers to the form of the verb, whether it's conjugated or not. And two aspects in English language, continuous and progressive. And these two aspects are related, the two participles in English language. The present participle is related to the continuous aspect or the progressive aspect. And the past participle is related to the perfect aspect. Now, let's come to time, because we said time, tense, and aspect. And again, this is what makes the system of English language tenses really confusing for many learners. It's because of the time reference. Usually as teachers, we simplify things to our students at schools, and we tell them that, okay, hey, present is for actions in the present, and past verbs are for actions in the past. But this is just pedagogical grammar. We're trying to make things easier for learners, but that's not completely true in English grammar. Look at this. Let me give you an example. Think about this sentence. I travel a lot. I travel a lot. So what is the tense? Present. Why? Travel, that's a present form. Do we have an aspect? No, no aspect. I travel a lot, no aspect. No present participle, no past participle, no aspect. Okay. But what is the time reference for I travel a lot? Like we can say that's habitual. It's something that is repeated, so that's a very good answer here. I travel a lot is kind of a habit, maybe, right? Okay, cool. Now think about this. I'm traveling to London tomorrow. Oh, what is the tense? Present. Why am? I am. So am is present. What is the aspect? Oh, traveling, that's present participle, so that's the continuous aspect. But what is the time reference? I'm traveling to London tomorrow. That's future. So the time reference is future here. Okay. Now listen to this one. I still remember what happened last year. I mean, picture this. I'm traveling to London and packing my bags and getting ready, and then I received this weird phone call from a stranger. Now wait a minute. Everything I said was about past actions, but I was using what? Present continuous and present simple. I said, I can't forget what happened last year. Picture this, I'm traveling to London, I'm packing my bags when I received this weird phone call from a stranger. So now, this is present, used to refer to the past. So how crazy can that be? So the present tense can refer to what? Habitual actions. It can refer to current actions. It can refer to future actions, and it can refer to past actions. So this is how crazy, okay, tenses are in English language. Okay? Now think about past verbs or past tenses. Let me give you an example. I had a cup of coffee. Think about it. The tense is past because we've got had, right? Do we have an aspect? No aspect. So what about the time reference? It is past because it's I had a cup of coffee. But look at this one. I wish I had a cup of coffee. I wish I had a cup of coffee. Think about had. What is the tense? Past. Do we have an aspect? No aspect. But what is the time reference? Present. I wish I had a cup of coffee now. So wait a minute. So one time, had refers to a past action. One time, had also refers to a present action. Now listen to this one. If I had the right amount of money tomorrow, I would travel. If I had the right amount of money tomorrow, I would travel. Oh, if I had, now let's analyze had. Tense, past. Aspect, no aspect. Time reference, future. If I had the right amount of money tomorrow. So how crazy can that be? So present tenses in English language can refer to present actions, past actions, future actions, habitual actions. And even also, past tenses can refer to habitual actions in the past. They can refer also to present, and they can refer to past, and they can refer to future. It's crazy, right? English is crazy. So think about this. Let's analyze some sentences together. I have arrived. Tense, present because of have. Aspect, perfect, past participle. And then time reference, past. Now think about this one. My plane leaves to Egypt tomorrow. Let's analyze it. So leaves, present. What about the aspect? No aspect. Time reference, future. Okay? Think about this one. She has been studying hard. She has been studying hard. Tense, present because of has. Aspect, two aspects. Been, perfect. Studying, continuous. So present, perfect, continuous. Time reference from past to present. Okay? Think about this one. She was watching TV. Tense, past because of was. Aspect, continuous because of watching. Present participle. Okay, so past, continuous. Time reference, past. Wonderful. Think about this one. He's always watching TV. Tense, present because of is. Aspect, progressive because of the present participle. Time reference, habitual, because we're talking about a habit that we're not very happy with. So my friends, two tenses in English language, past and present. Future is not a tense. Two aspects in English language, the progressive aspect and the perfect aspect, and both of them are related to the two participles, present participle and past participle. Time references are crazy because present does not necessarily refer to present action, and past tenses do not necessarily refer to past actions. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of CELTA Insider. Bye-bye.